the bathroom, what I do is, well, I fill up my glass shot glasses with sterile, well, it's distilled water along with I have like a gallon of distilled water, and I put a tablespoon of sea salt, no iodine in your sea salt, just strictly sea salt inside the distilled water. And I shake it up real good. I pour in the shot glasses, put it in the microwave for about 8 to 9 seconds, and then it's ready to rock and roll. You want it warm, so it's comfortable when you put the water on your face. And also, they say that the warmth also keeps like bacteria away and it cleans it better. But just make it warm. But I'm told warm water. So what I do is just put, let's see, right there on the face, just like that. And I do the other side, just like that. So it's flush against the face and it doesn't drip. And then I usually lay down when I do my sea salt soak. And you want to do sea salt soak twice a day. So usually in the morning for me, in the evening, at night, is my 2 times. But you'll sit down and lay. You usually won't talk. You don't want to drip. But yeah, this is how I rock. You have to make sure that is covered, which it is. The water is covering the piercings. And what this does, it just really, really cleans and it soothes your piercing. So this is how I do my sea salt soak. At the same time, 5 to 10 minutes, and then you're done. Hey everyone, it's Nikki, and I'm back. Day 2 of my dimple piercings. I am still loving them. I am swollen, as you can see. I don't think I'm super chipmunk, but I am swollen. If you can see, okay. It's not digging in my cheeks. It's comfortable. It feels fine. But I can tell that my cheeks are swollen a little bit, but not like super swollen where it's uncomfortable. But yeah, I think that she did great with putting, we put a 16 gauge inside initially. So right now I'm rocking the 16 gauge, and then I'll go to a shorter bar in 4 to 6 weeks, just depending on my healing. I'm hoping 4, but yeah, it doesn't hurt. It's a little sore, but there is swelling. And when I'm eating, I have to remember to eat a little slower. And my son gave me some of his French fries. I was chomping on it, and then my bar got in the way, because when I open my mouth to chew, the bars kind of come in. Like right now, they're not even like, they're resting comfortably like away from my teeth. They're sticking out like antennas, but if I push them in, then yes, they'll touch my teeth because the bar is super long. When I get the short bar, then that's not even going to be an issue. But right now, because the bar is long, it will touch my teeth if we push these in. So I am swollen a little bit. And day 2 is not bad at all. I had a little bit of crusties, and I used the piercing Aftercare. This is what I'll put inside the description. You can get it on Amazon, and they're kind of back ordered. I don't know if they have any more, but you can also get this version at Walgreens. It's the same thing. As long as it says saline solution, sterile, you're good. It's the same company. And it is the wound wash, same thing, but the piercing aftercare is wound wash, sterile, saline solution, you're good. I use that when I'm not doing my sea salt soak. I'm just spraying that on my Q-tip and cleaning around my jewelry, and I will show you guys that when I actually do that process. But I really like to go to that bottle when I'm not doing a sea salt soak, and when I'm actually cleaning, because you're supposed to clean it too. And my piercer didn't want me using Dow soap or any, of course, hydrogen peroxide, no alcohol to clean your piercing. You want to use like a mild, fragrance-free soap. But what I use is Urban ReLeaf piercing solution, which I don't know if you guys can see that. But I get this actually on Amazon too. Amazon's like, but I will put that in the description too. And it works really well. I've used it for my piercings, even with my industrial when it was like acting up and I had like a bump. I put that on there, cleaned it with it, it went away. And I believe because like the tea tree that's in that solution right here, tea tree is really known to help with if you have issues with bumps on your around your piercings. Tea tree is really the go-to, or some people use emu oil, but I use the piercing solution sea salt tea tree aftercare, and I don't have any problem with that. So I'm hoping that they'll do the same thing with these piercings right here. These dimple piercings, honey. So far, so good. I know it's only day two. Everybody that's had pierced cheeks, like, oh, you just wait and see. But I mean, I've seen videos of people acting like, day two was the worst. And so far, it's really not that bad. I could talk. I don't have a lisp. I don't think I do. Let me know in the comments if I have a lisp. But this is how I talk. I talk just like this, but yes, I don't have any problem talking. I don't have any problem eating. I don't have any problem um, pretty much at all. I did some work today. I ran errands, and I wore a mask. And I wore um, like a regular mask, but I've ordered a special order on Etsy some masks that will help me at work. So I work at a salon and I wear it like all day. And I need to be comfortable and I don't want it rubbing on my pieces. So when that mask comes in, I will show you guys that mask. But it is a special made mask for people with cheek piercings or anything that's in the way on their face. So I'm looking forward to that mask when it shows up. But in the meantime, I'm using the regular mask. And the bars, I meant to tell you guys, is what they call it, implant grade titanium, which is really a good grade that you want to use, especially if you have allergies or issues with jewelry. Um, and if you, this material, the implant grade titanium, helps with the healing process. So most piercers would recommend this, good ones, instead of like the cheap jewelry, because you really don't want to put the cheap stuff in your face right now. You want the top good stuff, because you don't want any like non or the surgical still. You don't want any of that. So you do not want any of the surgical still jewelry. Do not put that or have any piercer put that in your cheeks. You want the good stuff, the titanium. So that's what I'm wearing, and maybe that's why I don't have any issues. I think also is because I have a good grade of um, jewelry in my mouth. And we did use the 14 gauge, like I said. The piercing itself, it cost, and I was looking at videos, and some people were like $200, and it was like, oh, okay. Well, mine was, I was quoted originally 35 in my hometown. But like I said, I didn't see their work. I don't know the piercer like that. I haven't seen any videos of them actually doing a dimple piercing, so I was like, But Kayla, who I went to, which her information will be in the description also, she has, I watched a vlog and also her pictures that she has on Instagram of her work. So she's very, very busy out there in Longview, Texas, and she has experience with the dimple piercing. Because it is hard to find somebody that's willing to do it and does have the experience. So you want to go to somebody that is definitely experienced, honey. Just don't go to anybody. Um, but she charged $100 for the dimple piercings, and then I paid additional $40 for the jewelry itself because I wanted opal. So she hooked me up with that, and of course, I give her a tip. I think I work in the service, field as a hairstylist, so I'm all about, great, you provide, great service, I'm all about, providing a tip. Now, I'm not saying everybody has a tip, but I think that, you know, it's something that I feel, you know, you do a great job. I just tip people. And yeah, I always put that in my budget. So yeah. So out of my pocket, 160, which I'm totally down for. With what she did, I mean, she had to like feel for stuff, make sure that she ain't hitting, you know, any spit glands, make sure she ain't hitting any arteries, honey, making sure where she's supposed to go, and then she had to make sure that it was symmetrical, like, you know, make sure that it is straight, and I believe it is. And I think that because my Medusa and my third eye kind of maybe helped her with that, because she got it down like super fast. She was like, okay, it looks good, honey. She really didn't have to kind of keep changing it and making sure it was aligned. She did really, really well with the measuring, and she was pretty quick about it. So yeah, and I believe she did. Totally, you know, it's definitely even. That's what I say. So yeah, I feel like it was a great decision. I wish I did this sooner, but then if I did it sooner, I would have went to somebody else that maybe would have messed me up. I don't know. But I'm glad that I did get it done when I got it done. And I drove, like I said, we drove almost like 5 hours. My fiance and myself, we made it to like a road trip, and we had a good time because we've never been to Longview. So we went to Fat Boys. It was like a soul food restaurant, and it was busy too. I mean, they were like, it was chitlins and pig feet. I haven't been to a restaurant that had all that here in Oklahoma. It was like chitlins and pig feet and neck bone and, you know, fried pork chop, fried chicken. That Fat Boys was getting it. It was nothing like when we looking online on the menu, it was just, you know, regular stuff. But when we got there, they had the real menu up, and this is what you got to choose from. It was like a buffet line. So, um, I don't know if it's just a Sunday thing that they're doing that, but yeah, we got some Kool-Aid, and we got fried chicken and meatloaf and pork chops to go. We didn't get any of the pig feet or chitlins, but yeah, it was good food. Because you want to eat. You have to make sure that you eat before you go in for a piercing, because if you don't eat, then that's when you get dizzy, you pass out, you know, you're not feeling good. And I wanted to make sure that I ate. I made sure I took a pain medication, like I took Tylenol, um, just in case, you know, for swelling or whatever, it was gonna pop off. But yeah, everything went well. I just, made it into a trip. So with the cleaning and everything, and I'll show you again. I do two mouthwash, one in the morning, one in the evening, with the non-alcohol mouthwash. And I'll be in the description what I use. You can use Oral B. I'm using Tom's, and you want to clean it. You know, throughout the day, you know, if you see any crusties, I haven't had any crusties up in the morning when I woke up. There were some crusties, and I cleaned that again with the NeilMed piercing Aftercare food wash. And what else we do? The sea salt soap. I had to use sea salt soap, and I'll show it on all three. I I do sea salt soap on both my dimple piercings, and I also do it on my head. And with my head, I can't use any Q-tips because it's a dermal. So if you use Q-tips, like I use Q-tips around my dimple piercings, if I do the same thing, if I was to do that to my dermal, I can cause it to reject. So with my dermal, all I do is the sea salt soak. I don't mess with it at all except for sea salt soak. If sea salt soak don't get it, then well, we're gonna wait till the next day to do another sea salt soak. You know, but we do the sea salt soak twice a day with my dermal. I don't put any Q-tips or any cotton balls near it because some of that cotton ball Q-tip can get caught under that dermal and cause it to reject. And I ain't trying to have that. I'm trying to make this last, honey. So yeah, sea salt only on the dermal, and I'll show you guys how I do that. It's pretty easy. It's just the unicorn look, and you know I lay down and let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes, This is how long, you should do your sea salt soak. Is what's recommended. And that actually helps with the healing process. So, you don't want to skip that. You don't want to half-ass that. You want to make sure that you are doing everything you can to have a happy journey. So that's what I'm trying to do. Um, and always make sure you wash your hands before you do any cleaning. I have to tighten my balls in my mouth, so I make sure to wash my hands. And I'll also, I have gloves that, I can put on and also use righty tighty. Make sure the balls are tightened because it would suck if I swallow one of my balls. And I don't even have a spare ball, so I'll be sad. So I gotta make sure I keep these tight. 'Cause I only have the bars that she gave me for my shorter bars. But if I was to lose a ball, I could go over to another piercing shop that's down the street and have them help me out with that. So yeah. So far, day 2, I did a lot of talking right now. Just uh, I am swollen, but not super swollen. It's definitely not discomfort. I'm not uncomfortable. It's just I almost forgot they were there earlier. I did until I ate that fry, and I was like, oh snap! There's a bar. So again, I have to make sure that I eat slow. But I'm eating. I could eat. I had tilapia, rice, broccoli for lunch, and I don't know what I'm eating for dinner, but it'll be something healthy. Um, I don't know, probably salmon or I don't know, lean lasagna. I get my food as meal prepped, so I have a company that makes me food because I don't have time to make my own food. I'm always ripping and running, and I'm trying to make time to make this video for you guys. But yeah, I can't wait till I get to shorter bars because yeah, these antennas, honey, is not the business. But I know I gotta. It's a process. But if you guys like it, let me know. I'm not wearing any makeup on my face because you can't. I only have it around my eyes. And basically because we have to wear a mask anyway, it's not a big deal. Um, and the antenna thing, when I'm wearing the mask, it does, I gotta make sure it doesn't rub against the mask. So that's why we have that special one being made. But I really love them. I know I keep looking at myself. But if you guys have any questions about dimple piercings, feel free to leave it in the comments. And if to follow me on my journey, because I'll be making videos, keeping you up to date on how it's going. And you want to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and a little like button if you got any good information out of this video. I would so much appreciate it. And yeah. Until next time, bye.